week here in the second game of this three-game series with the A's before the Texas Rangers come in for the final three of 2009. The Mariners winning last night, knocking off Oakland, assuring themselves of at least a 500 record here in 2009. And let's look tonight at the lineups. Michael.
Thank you, Dave. For the Mariners tonight, it'll be Ichiro, Gutierrez, and Lopez. Griffey, one of the heroes of last night's game, will hit fourth. Beltre, Jojima, Hanahan getting the start over at first. He will hit seventh. Wilson eighth, and then Michael Saunders, the young left fielder, will hit ninth. And for the Oakland Athletics, it's Kennedy, Davis, and Suzuki, Cuss, Barton, Ellis, Patterson, Buck, and Pennington. Take a look at the numbers for Brandon Morrow. He's had to do a little bit of everything this year. ERA under 5. Now he's pitched better as of late. 54 strikeouts for him in 61 2/3 innings. And the defense behind him, Saunders, Gutierrez, and Ichiro in the outfield. Across the infield will be Beltre, Wilson, Lopez, and Hanahan over first. And Kenji will do the catching tonight.
Well, last Wednesday night down in Tampa, Morrow was about as sharp as we have seen this year for 5 innings against the Rays. As a matter of fact, through 5 innings, he'd thrown only 64 pitches against Tampa. But then he came out in the 6th inning and threw 9 balls.
And I think that's the next step for him, is if he can go out and pitch well through 4 or 5 innings to take it that next level, work your way through the lineup a 3rd time, maybe a 4th time. But it's all a process for him, and hopefully he's progressing to that.
He did not have a decision in that ball game, as Tampa Bay won it by a score of 5-4. Stepping up to the plate here is Adam Kennedy, the third baseman. Adam having a good year, hitting .291 with 11 home runs, 63 RBIs. What the Mariner win last night did was assure that Oakland could not get to 500 this year. They have run out of games to accomplish that. They needed to run the table, win their final 6, and that is not going to happen. So here we go. Fastball high, ball 1. They're saying it's 60 degrees here at game time. The roof is wide open here tonight. It was closed last night. And that's a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rick Reed, the home plate umpire. Jeff Kellogg at first. Kim Timmons at second. Mark Wegner around at third. And that fastball strike is caught. Towering pop-up on the left side. And an easy play over there for Adrian Beltre. 1 away. The Mariners, if they win tonight against Oakland, will have beaten Oakland 200 times in their existence. Join Texas and the Angels as the other 2 clubs against whom they've had at least 200 wins. Rajai Davis, one of the real surprises for the A's this year, the center fielder, taking a strike. 1-1 the count.
Davis had been an extra outfielder for the A's. I don't think they were even expecting him to play a lot this year, but because of some different things that happened, Halladay for one getting traded, he's got a chance to play, and he ended up 370 at bats on the year. He's done a nice job hitting .306 coming into the game tonight. The one thing that we do know about him is he has a lot of speed. He can really run.
He certainly can. He's already got 41 stolen bases this year. Guy to keep off the bases if you can. No breeze to speak of here tonight. Morrow's fastball again, pop off to the right and out of play. Morrow 95, 96 miles an hour. Sometimes can get up to 97 or 98. That was 96 miles an hour. But thou shalt not live by the fastball alone. That's been part of his problem. And a breaking ball. Big yacker that time. Nice curveball.
That was one of the reasons why they sent him back to AAA, was to work on his off-speed pitches. When he's coming in closing, he was basically a fastball pitcher, but a nice pitch right there. Davis way out in front of it.
And here's Suzuki. Kurt Suzuki, the catcher. Kurt's having a heck of a year. 15 home runs, 87 RBIs. Good numbers for anybody, but especially for a catcher. A strike at the knees on 1 to count, and hitting 273.
Talking about Brandon's outing in Tampa, I think the thing that was encouraging about it, Dave, is he was able to get through the first 5 innings in pretty good shape with his pitch count. That wasn't the reason why he had to come out of the game, which had been the problem before.
He went around 1-2. Yeah, he'd thrown with 61 pitches through 5 innings.
And then just lost the strike zone. Just couldn't find the strike zone anymore, and they had to go get him.
And a high fastball swung on a miss. A very impressive start for Brandon Morrow as he strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces. 13 pitch effort here in the first inning. A's don't score. The end's coming up. For the A's, as Mr. Brandon Morrow was very impressive. So right now, let's look at the Mariners lineup, Mike.
For the Mariners tonight, it'll be Ichiro, Gutierrez, Lopez, Griffey, Beltre, Jojima. Hand-to-hand getting the start at first. He had 7th. Josh Wilson had a couple of hits in last night's game. He's the shortstop. He will hit 8th. And then Michael Saunders, the left fielder, will hit 9th. Take a look at Mortensen and what he's done this year. Just 26 2/3 innings pitched. You can see 12 walks. He's given up 4 home runs. And the defense behind him, Patterson, Davis, and Buck in the outfield. Across the infield will be Kennedy, Pennington, Ellis, Barton over at first. And Suzuki will be the catcher.
Mortensen coming over from the Cardinals in the Matt Holliday deal, as Holliday went to St. Louis and has been quite a contributing factor to their win in the National League Central. And here's Ichiro to lead it off in the bottom half of the first. Way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Changeup. Beauty. .64, 180 pounds. Fastball just misses inside.
Another good changeup from him. Has good movement on his changeup. Running it away from the left-handed hitters.
All kinds of rumors concerning the Cleveland situation. Now that Eric Wedge was fired today, he and his entire coaching staff fired, but he's going to finish out the season. And there are even whispers that maybe Mike Hargrove might go back and manage the Tribe next year. That would be interesting.
Well, I'm sure that we're going to hear a lot of different names associated with that job. I'd have to believe it's still a pretty good job to get if you can.
John Farrell, the pitching coach for the Boston Red Sox, another name that is brought up. That's inside, ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Farrell, very respected, and makes his home in Cleveland. And talking to some people while we were recently in Cleveland, they seem to think that he might be the odds-on favorite, although Hargrove's name has been brought up. 3-2. Almost caught the chalk.
You can see he's all around the strike zone, just a couple of pitches in the box.
Hanging in there. So already a 9-pitch at bat, as Clayton Mortensen is throwing himself quite a half inning here. 10 pitches to the first batter, and it's going to be 11 at least. And lined into left center field for a base hit. What an at bat for Ichiro. Falling down out there. Rajay Davis, but he quickly gets up. 11 pitch at bat for Ichiro.
Well, Mortensen was mixing it up, a lot of changeups and fastballs, and finally Ichiro gets a pitch he can handle, hits it in the gap. Nice play by Davis. Gets up quickly and gets the ball back into second base to keep Ichiro to a single.
And Franklin Gutierrez be the hitter. For you Jamie Moyer fans, and I think to a certain extent most of us are Jamie Moyer fans, Mariners winning his pitcher. Jamie is going to miss the postseason. He needs surgery to repair 3 torn muscles in his groin and lower abdomen. So he'll be out until next spring training. He'll be 47 in November.
Amazing, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
I was trying to think if Jamie had any issues when he was here in Seattle, but I can't remember him being hurt or going on the DL at all. Can you?
No. He's maybe the one man that was in the best condition of anybody. Worked out every day, ran every day, stretched every day, had his own particular routine, as does Ichiro, the man at first base. He goes through the same thing every day. Out here very early in the afternoon. 1-0 the count on Franklin Gutierrez. Two 2-0. That's low. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. The Mariners have beaten the A's in 6 of 7 right here in Seattle this year. Finally finds the mark at the knees. 3-1.
Mortensen's already thrown 15 pitches and hasn't been able to get an out. Here is just the second hitter.
Let's go scrambling back to the bag. Tigers a big win against Minnesota tonight, 7-2. So Tigers open up a 3-game lead over the Twins with only 4 to go. And a ground ball, one hopper into the hole, right on by Adam Kennedy. Just eluding the A's third baseman.
Looks like he gets another sinker, pounds it into the ground right out in front of home plate, but finds the hole on the left side. A pitch right in the middle of the plate. Kennedy can't get to it, so the Mariners have some action here in the first.
Jose Lopez still 8 RBIs and time running out, away from the 100 RBI mark. And he is one double away from giving him 40 on the year. And a high pop-up. Infield fly rule should be called. It will be. As the shortstop, Cliff Pennington, makes a catch. All right, Junior. Time to do your thing. He did his thing in the 5th inning last night. A 3-run blast. His 17th of the year. 628th of his career. The fastball too high that time to Ken. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. And outside 2-0. So the tournament is just about set. We do know it will be the Angels hosting the Red Sox in the first round of games, the divisional series in Anaheim. And a fly ball into deep center field, way back. Rajai Davis to the wall, fly away. Ken Griffey Jr. has given the Mariners a 3-0 lead on his 629th career home run. My, oh my, home runs in back-to-back games and 2 3-run home runs in those 2 games. So it's 3-0 Mariners. Dead center field, 421 feet away. That ball tagged.
Definitely was. He gets a 2-0 fastball out over the plate. And to hit it out in center field here on a cool evening. Take a look at it. Fastball runs right out over the plate. Dead center field. Junior absolutely knew that he had enough of it. Wow, that was a long ways.
Man. And that's hit down the right field line off the bat of Beltre. But foul. Well, foul. Another look at Junior's classic swing. Had that click, didn't it? Ichiro out there on the bases, and there's a line drive base hit off the bat of Beltre. So they're lighting up Clay Mortensen here in the first inning. comes the pitching coach. Kurt Young out to the mound.
Mortensen so far is staying with a two-seam fastball and a changeup. The guy's done a pretty good job of laying off of his changeup away.
With every long ball, you can just hear the crowd murmur, "Don't leave Junior." And that sinker is down low and inside. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes.
And with just 1 out, this next pitch will be 25 for Mortensen here in the first.
Kenji, the change that time for a strike. And that's strike 2 on the outside corner. Oh, that nails him in the back and takes him to his left knee. That's a painful, painful hit right there. He's going to get up and try to make his way on down to first base, but he was really, I'm not exactly sure where he was drilled. Yeah, on the elbow.
It was hard to tell. He has the elbow pad on. Take another look at it. You can see the pad on his elbow. See where the ball hits him. Oh, he had it turned. He had the elbow pad turned back underneath by his ribs, and it looked like it hit him on the outside of his elbow.
Right. Hit him flush on the elbow, not on the protective device. That can numb your arm for a while. Wakamatsu out there. And it's been quite an inning here for Martin Mortensen, who's already given up 4 hits, 3 runs, and he's hit a runner. He hit a batter, I should say.
And you can see that fastball really ran inside on Kenji. He was able to protect his ribs, but his elbow paid a price for it.
88 miles an hour.
Yeah, Rob Nodine, the trainer out there.
And Joe is going to make his way on up to first base. And Jack Hanahan, the ex-Oakland A, getting the start at first base tonight. 4 of the Mariners will step up to the plate. And that's down low and outside. Lee Mortensen, 24 years of age, out of Idaho. And a ground ball to first. That's a fair ball down the right field line. So here comes Beltre around third. He's going to score. Down to third goes Jojima. They will hold him there on an RBI double by Jack Hanahan. And the Mariners lead it 4-0. And they keep applying the pressure here on Clayton Mortensen.
And take a look at it. Pulls it inside the bag. It looked like a changeup that time. Just inside the first base bag. So the Mariners really getting after Mortensen here early in the game.
And Josh Wilson, the 8th man to come up here in the first inning. And the infield comes up for the A's with only 1 man down. Outside.
One of the few breaking balls that we've seen from Mortensen.
Foul back, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's already 31 pitches to Mortensen here.
Yeah,
first.
Brandon Morrow's been sitting in the dugout quite a while.
Josh Wilson, a line drive, 1 hopper to third, and the throw to first base. In time, Adam Kennedy stayed with it. Nice play by the A's third baseman. Everybody has to hold. And the left-hander gets up and starts to throw now. Brad Gilby here in the first inning. This kid had 13 home runs at AAA ball, looking for his first Major League home run. I got a funny feeling tonight. Almost as funny as you're feeling.
I hope you're right. I'd like to see him get it out of the way.
Down low and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Brandon Morrow there.
Sure, he's enjoying the run support here in the first.
Absolutely. A change outside. Right over the top of that one. 2-1. Georgia at third. There's Hanahan at second. Long first inning. Mortensen. Hard ground ball to first. And you should do it as Barton runs it right to the bag. So the Mariners send 9 men to the plate here in the first. And 4 of them come in to score, and they leave 2. After 1, 4 of them come in to score. It's 4-0 Mariners. powers. Rally fries have superpowers.
Well, they did in the first inning.
Sure did.
Yeah. Mariners come out and score 4 runs right away. Give some support to Brandon Morrow.
So here we go to the second now. So Morrow, a nice little cushion with which to start the second inning. And Jack Cust will be the hitter, the designated hitter. Derek Barton to follow, and then Mark Ellis. And they're putting the Cust shift on, with Wilson moving over on the first base side of second base. Only one man, Beltre, left on the left side. That's a 91-mile-an-hour changeup. It really is. He throws 95, 96 miles an hour, and he can back off 5 miles an hour, and probably better than most guys' fastballs.
Yeah, it is. Well, we just saw Mortensen out in the first. He was 89 miles an hour with his fastball.
And the breaking ball that time. There's a change. The curve down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another breaking ball. 1-2. 82 miles an hour. And that fastball, see you later. There it is. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Struck out 3 in a row now.
After some off-speed pitches, come back with a good fastball. Cust can't even get a swing off that pitch, pretty much in the middle of the plate, but he was fooled by it.
This is Derek Barton from Kennewick. Change up down low. Ball 1, 1 ball, and no strikes. Two and on Derek. Foul.
Brandon, after having an easy first inning, come out this inning and is mixing his pitches up a little bit more. First inning throwing a lot of fastballs, and now he's mixing in more of his breaking ball and split.
And Barton fouls that back and out of play. Just thinking of Travis Buck, who's from Kennewick area. This kid from Corona, California. Count is full. Got out in front of that changeup. And Beltre has an easy pop-up to catch. 2 down. Well, Friday, as you know, we've got a great fan appreciation night. The Rangers will be here, and an epic night of prize giveaways. To celebrate the best fans in baseball, you could win 2 round-trip domestic airline tickets, courtesy of Westgate Travel, 50-inch plasma TVs, a strike, a trip to Vegas, notebook computer, autographed jerseys, and more. Purchase your tickets at Mariners.com. Mark Ellis has taken a strike and sends a line drive just foul down the left field line. As the A's look forward to next year, I don't think there's any doubt that their strength is going to be their young arms. They've got 4 guys that are under 25 years of age.
And they've gone through that before where they've leaned on their young pitching. They had to trade them away, and now here comes their farm system again. I think that you're absolutely right. Although they've swung the bats much better here in September.
And that's down low. We'll see one of their best tomorrow night, southpaw Brett Anderson. Against Doug Fister. And that's lined right at the left fielder, charging up right off the bill of the cap. Mr. Saunders makes the catch, so Michael will bring it in. And that's 6 in a row retired by Brandon Morrow. When we come back, second time through the lineup for Clay Mortensen. 4-0 Mariners. Field, Ichiro will step in. He had an 11th pitch at bat to start the ball game, and it culminated in a line drive base hit to left center field. And Mortensen misses with his first pitch here in the second to him. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. That's a foul ball.
And after that 11th pitch at bat, he saw him throw another 25 pitches to get through the first. 36 pitches total in the first inning.
And strike. 1-2. Did little musical things bother you as a ball player? Musical signatures like that right there before the pitch? Or
never heard them.
Concentrating so much.
Yeah, never heard them. You know, people would ask me that all the time. They'd ask me, you know, why do they play certain songs when you come to play? I didn't even hear the songs. I wouldn't even know what they were talking about. And I think most guys block all that stuff out.
And that slice in the same place. Out there in left center field. Gonna go for extra bases. All the way to the wall. Ichiro to second base. Making the turn. Heading for third. There'll be no throw to third. He has a triple. Leading off the second. So he's got the hardest of the cycle hits, I think.
Take another look at it. Hits it basically in the same spot, but gets a little more air under this one, so it carries further. Davis cannot cut it off, and because they play so shallow, Ichiro takes advantage of that and gets all the way into third base.
That's his 4th triple of the year. And the infield will come up now for Franklin Gutierrez, who hit a one-hopper right on by the third baseman into left field, and a swing and a miss. Watch him when he hits second base. I think he knows he's got it. He'll hit second base here, and then he'll really turn it on. Go, Ichiro. There you go. All the way, he had it. Grounded. Look out, Ichiro. Got a piece of the catcher. Kurt Suzuki.
So both catchers early in the game felt the baseball on a pretty raw spot. I don't know where that one hit him, maybe on the hand.
And a ground ball, base hit. Pick up another run. Franklin Gutierrez picks up run number 5. Still nobody out.
Well, with that base hit, the Mariners now 3 for 6 with men in scoring position. The A's had their infield drawn up. Gutierrez hits it hard right through the hole.
And Kilby for the second straight inning is up and throwing. And here comes pitching coach again, Kurt Young. Out to the mound. Already 45 pitches for Clayton Mortensen. Jose Lopez popped up to shortstop in the first inning. So at least for the moment, Mortensen will hang around. And that's a strike. Breeze, 60-degree night here in the Emerald City. In the dirt, good stop by Suzuki.
See the pitch count, 47 pitches. Mortensen, you see that quite a bit in September. Younger guys come up and kind of find their way, struggle.
And he's struggling.
Yeah, he certainly is. And but like again, that's part of the process. As you mentioned, Dave, have a lot of young guys in their line or in their rotation now and out in the bullpen. Some days things go well, some days just really struggle with it.
And that's hit into the stands foul. Taking one outside. 3-2. One man of the night, Junior, is on deck. And that's nubbed up the first baseline, but foul. Suzuki had to pick it up because the twist goes back over the line. He doesn't have a play. Gutierrez taking off, and a swing and a foul right at the plate. Speaking of little ground balls down either the first or third baseline, different groundskeepers can be very much part of your offense, where they've got that tilted either inward or outward. Remember the Bosserts in Chicago. Pretty hard to get a ball to go foul there in Chicago.
And a lot of times the managers can decide what they want it to do going down the line.
Throws the ball away. So Franklin Gutierrez is going to make the turn. He's going to head to third base. The throw to third base is not going to be in time. That will be a two-base throwing error on Mortensen.
Well, Gutierrez had taken off the pitch before that was fouled, and that throw to first is nowhere near the first baseman, Barton. You can see Gutierrez doing a terrific job of picking up his third base coach as he goes all the way into third. When the ball's behind him like that, he obviously doesn't know where it's at, so he gets a lot of help from the third base coach, and did a nice job of picking him up before he got to second and after.
3-2. That's foul.
So for Mortensen, when you think things can't get worse, they do.
And that pitch is hit foul again. Again, another high pitch count to a batter. This will be number 10 to Lopez. And a little looper into shallow right field, and charging up on the run. Can't make the play out there, Travis Buck. So coming in to score easily is Franklin Gutierrez. Throw to second base, not in time. And there is double number 40 for Jose Lopez. Jose Lopez, a double. And for Jose Lopez, he becomes just the 5th Seattle player to have 25 home runs and 40 doubles.
Fights a ball off into right field, and Buck, the right fielder, coming in hard, can't make the play off the end of his glove. Lopez running hard the whole way, ends up with a double. They probably had a chance at him at second base, but the throw was wild.
So the Mariners pouring it on now, leading it by a score of 6-0. A change will be made. We'll take this timeout. where Brad Kilby is going to take over on the hill now, just recalled on the 1st of September. He was a September call-up from Sacramento, and Kilby's done a good job here at the big league level, making his 10th appearance, an ERA of under 1, 0.69 with a 1-0 mark. So Kilby taking over for Mortensen, who was completely ineffective tonight. Ended up throwing 55 pitches, giving up so far 6 runs on 8 hits. And Junior, big blow against him in the first inning, sends a high pop up out of play off the third base side. Junior's 629th career home run, a 3-run blast.
And there was nothing cheap about it. Dead center field. 405 out to the center field fence on a cool evening.
Kilby finds the outside corner 0-2. I don't think Junior cared too much for that call. Way outside. And it's off the end of the bat. And a swing and a miss that time. There's out number 1 in the inning on the breaking ball. Adrian Beltre will be the hitter. This Sunday, that's your day, kids. Kids Appreciation Day. The Mariners and the Rangers will close out the regular season here at Safeco Field, and all you youngsters 14 and under are going to receive a Moose poster, thanks to iBars and Kid Valley. Plus, all kids are going to be eligible for some fantastic prizes given away throughout the afternoon. And that is a strike on the outside corner. Adrian Beltre. Adam Moore is out on deck.
So the elbow on Kenji must be barking pretty good. They have to get some ice on it, keep the inflammation down.
And a line shot right back up the middle into center field. Lopez is around third. He will hold him at third base as the throw comes in. Beltre right up the middle.
Just about takes a piece out of Gilby on this line drive right back up the middle. Take another look at it. Hits it hard right by him. So hard that Lopez isn't able to score on the play. Davis has a pretty good arm. Makes a nice throw into home plate.
And here is Adam Moore pinch hitting. For Joe Jama. And that's down low and outside, ball 1. One and 1. Adam hitting 231. And that's a strike right on the inside corner.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with Adam when he comes to spring training next year. I know that Don Wakamatsu likes the way that he receives the ball behind the plate.
1-2. And that fastball blowing down, so that's the second out in the inning. A little unusual delivery for the left-hander Gilby. He's got the ball wrapped right around his back.
Yeah, as you can tell, take a look at the way he just puts it behind his back and then starts to come back towards home. Looks like everything else, once he gets the ball back there, is pretty good shape coming to the plate. When you watch it in regular motion, it seems a little bit herky-jerky for him. You'd be concerned about him hurting himself, but once he gets it back there, he looks like he's okay.
Gilby misses away, ball 1 to Hanahan. And a line drive right to second base. Soft line drive right to Ellis, and the inning comes to an end. However, the Mariners add a couple more, and as we go to the third, they have a very nice lead of 6-0. The highest level of pro baseball in Japan. You played over there. Central Division, you got the Chunichi. Who'd you play with?
I played for the Hanshin Tigers.
You played for the Hanshin Tigers, which were in the Central Division, right?
Right.
The Chunichi Dragons, the Hiroshima and Toyo Carp, Toyo Yakult Swallows, Yokohama Bay Stars, and the Yomiuri Giants. It's the Central Division. Pacific Division, the Chiba Lotte Marines, Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. As we go into the third inning of play, this is Eric Patterson. Taking a strike. And here are both leagues in the Japanese professional leagues, Pacific League, Central League. What we want to know is the official name of the highest level of baseball.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know what the official name is.
Eric Patterson, the breaking ball down low to him, ball 2, 2-1. You ever go to a sumo wrestling match?
No, I did not. I never went to one. Have you?
Oh no.
No.
No. Never been over there. Always, I've seen it on television. I always get the kick with the way they purify things with throwing salt in the ring. Is that what they do? Or get away the evil spirits or something like that. That's huge over there, isn't it?
Well, it is. It is huge, and you would see him come to the ballpark every now and then. Those are some large men. But yeah, it's big time.
Well paid men too.
Yes. Yes.
That's going to find its way back into the stands. And the count stays full on Eric Patterson. And a swing and a miss. The ball dropped, but Adam Moore back there behind the plate picks it up and throws him out. That's 4 strikeouts for Brandon Morrow, and Travis Buck will be the hitter, the right fielder.
We felt like if Brandon was able to come in and establish his fastball early, which he did in the first inning, throw strikes with it, when he went to his off-speed pitches, it'd be pretty difficult for the A's, and that's been the case. Right now, 35 pitches for him, 25 of them for strikes.
Swing and a miss. How about the stadiums in Japan? Are they mostly the same? Down each line, center field, left, right center field, or what?
It seemed like at the ballpark that I played in Osaka, was one of the older ballparks, and so it was bigger.
That's a towering high fly ball right down the right field line toward the corner, and Ichiro, well, watch this one go foul.
But it was bigger. A lot of the other ones are smaller ballparks. A lot of AstroTurf.
No grass on the infield?
No grass.
Really, it's all dirt.
Yep, all dirt. Except for, the AstroTurf fields are like everything that you see over here. Same type of look to it. But on the natural surfaces, it's dirt.
Wonder why. No grass. And that's down low.
You know what else they do that was I thought was pretty unique and unusual? Is during batting practice, they have 2 cages.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have 2 guys hitting on the field.
They have 2 mounds?
No, but it's here they throw from a shorter distance, so they roll out one of those whatever
carpets.
Yeah, that they throw off of it, so it's the same. The guys come out and take batting practice.
Swing and a miss on a strikeout bench. That's 5 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings. Speaking of strikeouts, time for the Banner Bank Building of the Future note. Last night, Felix Hernandez, the winner, and record of 14-2 with an ERA of 1.95. And the team is 19-5 in his last 24 starts. A strike to Cliff Pennington. Ground ball to short. An easy play. Josh Wilson throws him out. First time through the lineup. Brandon Morrow is perfect. 9 up, 9 down. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd. Mariners 6-0. Nice lead for the Mariners as we go into the bottom half of the third. They have that 6-0 lead, and Josh Wilson, the Mariners shortstop, takes a pitch for a strike this time from Brad Kilby, in relief of Mortensen, who didn't get anybody out in the second. One and one. One and two. Straight back. Blew him down that time with a pretty good fastball, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. One away. Give the answer to our fact trivia question concerning Japanese baseball. What is the official name of the highest level of pro baseball in Japan? Does NPB mean anything to you?
No.
Nippon Professional Baseball.
Nope.
It's the official name of the major leagues over there. And a breaking ball down low and outside.
I was really expecting when you gave the answer for me to say that I knew that, but I didn't.
Well, I know you didn't, but I thought you'd know that since you played over there.
Well, so I figured too. I never heard that.
One ball, one strike to count. Two and one on Michael Saunders. When Saunders first came up, he faced a steady diet of southpaws and some pretty good ones.
Some pretty good ones, and then they started pitching him inside a lot.
And that's hit to deep right field, down the right field line, and that baby is going to be off the wall, off the glove of Travis Buck, down to third base. On his way to third base, the relay not in time. And Michael Saunders almost made a profit out of me. Instead, he gets a triple instead of a home run.
Pretty good swing, though. We were talking about pitching him inside. Take a look at this last pitch, middle in. Puts a nice swing on it. I thought maybe he had enough to get his first major league home run. It's going to hit off the top of the fence and ends up with a pretty easy triple.
So the infield plays up. They played up most of the evening.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
For the A's, yeah. As Ichiro a single and a triple. Steps up to the plate. Scored a couple of runs. Way outside. And that's away again. Ball two. With the single and the triple, Ichiro now has 70 games in which he has had 2 or more hits. And he puts that one back into the stands. A hitting machine if there ever was one. And a strike right at the knees to him. 2-2. And that's flared foul again. Breaking ball high and inside.
A couple of triples for the Mariners already. Saunders, that's his third triple that he's hit in the game, or since he's been called up.
And Ichiro pops it up. And walking over, taking charge of the shortstop. And Pennington makes the easy catch. So now the infield can drop back. Final week as we check our Sleep Country Mariner calendar. Mariner calendar all year long, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. One more against Oakland. Tomorrow we turn the page into a new month, October. And then the Texas Rangers come riding into town for the final three. Franklin Gutierrez taking down low. Mariners already with 10 hits in this game. We're only in the third. And a right-hander up and throwing. Jeff Gray worked in last night's ball game.
He has a good arm. He's throwing 95, 96 miles an hour last night.
Gutierrez doesn't even look down third base. He's hacking away if he gets a pitch here. A big lead like this. And he didn't like the pitch, so he takes a strike. Full count.
Pretty good changeup from Kilby. That's a good fastball. He's pitch inside to the right-handers. Showing a pretty good slider, but not many changeups. That was a good one.
And high over the plate. So there's the first walk of the game. And Jose Lopez, who had that little double just to the right of the uncharging Travis Buck, who went into a slide and couldn't come up with it. For his 40th double of the year. 5th Mariner in club history. They have 25 home runs and 40 doubles. And he takes a strike. Edgar Martinez did it 3 times. A-Rod, Adrian Beltre, Richie Sexson, and now Jose Lopez. And Lope with his 93rd RBI. One and two.
It was a bit strange when you saw the Gutierrez walk, because as you look at where the A's are between the two pitchers combined, they've thrown 95 pitches to get through Not even 3 innings yet.
Lopez trying to put up 3 RBIs in a hurry with that swing. Give him 96.
Why not?
And a swing and a miss at a high fastball. So he's down on strikes. The Mariners don't score. They leave a couple. So as we move into the 4th inning of play, Mariners leading it 6-0.
Good start here for the Mariners as the hitters have been going crazy here. 6 runs on 10 hits. Brandon Morrow holding up his end, too. He's been outstanding through the first 3 innings. 5 strikeouts, retiring all 9 men that he's faced.
It's been all Mariners in this game so far, as you mentioned. Brandon Morrow's been terrific, which is what you wanted to see. I think really the story coming into this game was Brandon, but the offense, and Ken Griffey Jr. saw the 3-run home run by him.
Nice play, Hanahan covering Morrow. Well done. The other part of this story coming over from radio, Rick Riz, about 3 of us, Kevin Kremen, Rick Riz, and myself, we all about fell out of our seats. Riz trying to ride your coattails. Michael Saunders on his second at bat, 3-1 pitch, fastball's going to hit a home run. So he got a little giddy when it got to 3-1 and about died when that ball rocketed off his bat and he just missed the home run. We were screaming, you have created a monster.
Close doesn't count.
I know. But who knew that he was going to. I told him, I said, you better buy him a case of Wheaties.
Well, Dave Niehaus said that he felt like Saunders was going to hit a home run in the game today. He just
Everybody's
missed.
on the bandwagon.
Why not?
I think folks want to know, Regis and Kathy Lee, Letterman, Leno, which one are you going to, The View, which show are you going to do?
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, man.
You know that.
You did get a lot of mileage out of it, and I know you did tell me your phone blew up after your call, the great call from Sunday. Your wildest imagination.
No idea. That's what, one of the things I was saying is it's amazing how something that the time that you're doing it is fun and not such a big deal turns into one. But you just never know.
It's the bottom line of baseball, no question about it. Rajai Davis, first game he ever saw, he saw Darryl Strawberry go yard at Shea Stadium. Young man from Norwich, Connecticut. He's having a great second half. Josh Wilson, quick release. There's that speed by Davis to beat it out. Great acceleration. And the last couple of, I'd say about the last 4 steps, he did a super job getting down there.
I'll tell you something else. That was a terrific play by Josh Wilson. You take a look at the Coors Light freeze cam. Here you go. Take a look at this up the middle. Looked like a sure base hit, but Wilson gets it, knows he runs well, and gets rid of it quickly. But Davis, just too much speed.
Nice work over at first base by Jack Hanahan. So that's the first A's base runner. An infield hit by Rajai Davis. Here's Kurt Suzuki. Morrow struck out 5 of the first 9 that he retired. Center field, Gutierrez going way back, but he's got this one under control. Makes the catch. 2 down. Last time we saw Morrow in Tampa Bay, 5 innings, 5 strong innings, and all of a sudden it just went away from him.
Well, I think, again, the thing that I liked about it was that he only had 61 pitches to get through the 5 innings. That's been an issue for him. He's doing fine with his pitch count again tonight. But then he just lost the strike zone, and at that point, I think Don Wakamatsu would have liked to have left him in longer, but because all of a sudden there's base runners all over the place, he had to go get them. And, I think that's the progression that Brandon's going to have to make, and he will. I think eventually he'll do that, and to go 6-7 innings is something I think that Don and Rick Adair would certainly like to see out of him. He has the ability to do it, and he's starting to show signs of it.
Here's Jack Cuss, leads the American League in strikeouts, tied for 4th in walks. Struck out his first time. Cade looking, the 179th strikeout. Bigger question, I forgot to ask you. How did your wife deal with all the acclaim that you were getting on online, on TV, on political shows, on sports shows? It was all over the place.
I think if I quote her correctly, it was, "That's nice."
A little deflating, huh?
No, I forgot the O. Oh, that's nice.
That's funny. What would have to move the meter then? I mean, hey, honey, I just won the lottery.
I'd probably do it.
Okay. Jack Cuss strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. Brandon Morrow's got 6 on the night. Gives up his first base hit. Got a big lead at 6-0.
On FSN, The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Back here at Safeco Field, Mariners off to an outstanding start here, 6-0 against the Athletics. Mariners coming off a 6-4 win last night. Felix Hernandez got his 18th win. Here's Jeff Gray, 2nd night in a row we've seen him. Pitched a scoreless inning last night. And his first hitter is going to be Ken Griffey Jr. How about Jr.'s first at-bat, a 2-0 pitch, another 3-run homer. His 2nd 3-run homer in 3 at-bats. Drove that a long way, straight away center field. Career home run number 629, 18th on the season, gets his RBI total to 56. Griffey Beltre and Adam Moore here in the home fourth. Pennington votes it. Well, Pennington's 7th error gets Griffey aboard to start the 4th inning.
Well, looks like a pretty routine ground ball to shortstop. Pennington in good shape to field it. Came up just a little bit and hit him on the heel of his glove.
I'll bring up Adrian Beltre. He has stung the ball hard both times up. A couple of singles to center. Scored a run in the 1st inning. Mariners put 4 on the board. 5 hits. They wore out young Clayton Mortensen. Strike one called by Rick Reed, home plate umpire. Win tonight guarantees the Mariners a winning season. Who would have thunk it, right? This would be win number 82, and won 61 last year.
I don't think anybody would have, to be honest with you. I think with the changes that were made from Jack Zarenzik coming in to Don Wakamatsu, a new manager, an entire new coaching staff. Not sure what the bullpen was going to look like. There's a lot of things going on. I don't think anybody could have expected it after the season last year, but that man right there did a terrific job. Don Wakamatsu in his first season as the Mariners skipper.
Should be 2. And it is. This turn by Ellis, Pennington, and Barton. Earlier this evening, Detroit took out Minnesota 7-2. And look at the Prestone standings. With, what's that, 4 games to go. They've got a 3-game lead. And they play one more time tomorrow. And the Twins no longer control their destiny. Phillies clinched the National League East tonight. Look out. They had Brad Lidge on the mound in a confidence booster. They had a 10-3 lead. They had Lidge come in and finish it out.
How'd he do?
Did well. Needed it. He has been struggling mightily. Sort of like the way he did in Houston a few years ago when he gave up a couple of those bombs to Albert Pujols. The hammer throw event. I used to cover that years ago. Covering Olympic sports. Tomorrow morning, speaking of the Olympics, they will award the 2016 games. Will it be Chicago or will it be Rio de Janeiro? South America's never had the Olympics, not the Summer Olympics, certainly. And obviously, they're not. Well, they could have the Winter Olympics, but their seasons are totally opposite with us.
Summer and winter?
I've done summer, not winter.
Which one do you like better?
Well, I'm certainly, when I covered the Olympics in '88 in Seoul, and I was lucky enough to do track and field, so I was reasonably familiar with those sports. The Winter Olympics, I'm okay. I have the utmost respect and admiration for what they do. Not into hardly any of those sports.
Really?
Hockey, I like. Adam Moore, opposite field, long drive, going back. Adam Moore with his first big league homer. How about that? 7-0 Mariners. He goes up, boy, he hit it hard. Now you know yet another reason why Don Wakamatsu is so high on this young man, as is everybody in the organization.
And how about that? A late entry into the game. Kenji ends up taking a fastball off his elbow, has to leave the game. Moore gets put into the game, and he gets his first major league home run. Hit this ball a long ways to the opposite field as you watch Buck go back. Showed some pretty good power hitting the ball out the other way.
2-1 pitch. And they knew it. There it is. And Rob Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr. Very excited. And Rob Johnson and Adam Moore are going to be some competition next year in Kenji for that catching spot next season.
Adam Moore with his first junior, excited about it. Well, Adam, got about 629 more to go.
I think this negotiation is going to go a lot better than what we saw in Tampa last week. Well, you get a jersey, you get an autograph, you get a bat. No. Last week we saw like a petulant child going, no, no, no. These people are a lot more agreeable. And more sporting, too. Hanahan pulls one to Ellis, who covers it. Highlight of this inning, Adam Moore's first big league home run comes with 2 outs here in the 4th. He's on the board. You're not going to get a smile off of his face. Mariners have a 7-0 lead, and he's going to get the ball back. Nothing Mariners. Adam Moore with his first big league home run. You add that to the performance of Brendan Morrow with 6 strikeouts through 4. It's a good night here for the Mariners.
It's a terrific night for the Mariners. Brandon's given up 1 hit. It was an infield hit to Davis, so he's throwing the ball well.
6 strikeouts, has not walked anybody. An infield hit to Davis. That's it. Eric Barton will lead it off. He'll be followed by Mark Ellis and Eric Patterson. Straightaway center field right at Gutierrez makes a late adjustment. Well done. Oh, knuckled on him.
Yeah, that can be tough sometimes, especially when it's hit right at you. Take a look at Gutierrez coming in, uses both hands to make the catch. A lot of times the center fielders would like to have some sort of angle on the ball to their left or their right when it's hit right at them like that, and then it's knuckling on top of it can be tough. A nice play.
Here's Mark Ellis. Couldn't check his swing. He lined out to left his first time. Brendan Morrow tied the first 9 men in order, make that 10 in order before giving up the infield hit to Davis. One to Mark Ellis. 2 strikes. Beltre, another day at the office. 2 outs. Special down there. Very special. This Saturday, the Mariners and Rangers continue their series. Stop by the Mariners Care Silent Auction. It's located at section 128. This week's auction is going to feature 2009 autographed Ichiro All-Star jersey, autographed game-used Jackie Robinson Day jerseys from Russell Brandon and Don Wakamatsu. Baseball's autographed by Felix Hernandez and David Aardsma, and more. All proceeds benefit Mariners Care, which proudly supports youth-based charities around the Northwest. For tickets, visit mariners.com. Swing and a miss by Eric Patterson. He struck out his first time. Mariner fans, Mariner community, sports community here in Seattle still buzzing after yesterday's Felix Hernandez performance at 7 2/3. Pick up win number 18. Here's Josh Wilson. Quick release, gets it over, and a 1-2-3-5. 8 pitches needed by Brandon Morrow. He's through 5. And he's got a commanding lead of 7-0. Van Ever, and by Les Schwab, celebrating over 50 years of pride and performance. 7-0 Mariners, middle game of a 3-game set, and that's Jason Kessler, the Washington State Cougar quarterback from not too many years ago. Took the Cougs to the Rose Bowl. Now the football coach at Eastside Catholic, does some football, college and high school analysis for us here at FSN. Got to meet him a few years ago over at the Pro Bowl. I believe he forget what team he was with in the NFL. I think it was Arizona, for a couple of cups of coffee. And had a chance to tee it up with him. He was in our group. Nice fellow. Good to see him. He was a tough quarterback. I remember watching him his senior year. He was a guy, he took extraordinary amount of punishment. I don't think he had a great offensive line that one year. And he threw a bunch of touchdown passes and kept his team in the ball game. He was a tough kid. Small crowd tonight, 16,930, but boy, they have had some thrills this evening. Mariners scoring in 3 of the first 4 innings. Josh Wilson to lead it off. Josh 0 for 2. John Malone, he's the 4th pitcher for the Athletics already. Josh, the only Mariner without a hit thus far. See if you check in with one here. 2-1. Good to see Brandon Morrow strong through 5 innings. A little looper as Travis Buck comes over to make the play. Texas Rangers will be in town, and coming up, this is the season finale. A couple of guys have had great years. Scott Feldman coming out of nowhere. You knew about Felix Hernandez, but give Feldman a lot of credit. They go 17-7. Felix looking for win number 19, and his ERA at 2.48. Saunders tripled his last time up, his third triple of the season. He's got a 3-base hit today, and so does Ichiro. Missed a home run by a couple of feet. Pops this one up. Outfielder Patterson with the second out. High school athletics, they take center stage later on tonight here in FSN. Varsity News brings you wall-to-wall coverage of the Washington State Prep sports with highlights, analysis, and in-depth game previews. Varsity News comes your way tonight at 10:30 right here on FSN. Top of the order, Ichiro. How about his first at bat? 11 pitches, singles, and eventually comes around and scores on the Griffey 3-run homer. But he set the stage against Clayton Mortensen, the starter for the A's. Put that kid in jeopardy immediately.
Well, he was throwing a lot of strikes, and after that at bat, he started to struggle. I wonder if maybe it bothered him. It took a lot out of him. Maybe trying to get too fine.
Mortensen went an inning plus through 55 pitches, 35 in the first inning. Two and one to Ichiro. 2 for 3 this evening. Two and two. Well, the Phillies tonight, they clinch, so that's their third straight National League East title. First time they've done that since 76, 77, and 78. They're trying to become the first team since the 75, 76 Reds to win back-to-back National League pennants. The Dodgers are trailing 5-0 at San Diego in the 6th. Foul ball is they've already clinched a playoff spot. And with a win, they can clinch the division.
We're just waiting on the National League West and the American League Central.
Tough breaking. Jamie Moyer done for the postseason.
Yeah.
Very tough break. We're in the 5th inning, and this is Ichiro's 4th plate appearance. Ichiro says he's never played tennis, but you can see he's such a great athlete. That what he just fouled off, be a nice little drop slice if he would be so inclined.
Looked like somebody over in the dugout was giving him a hard time. I bet I can guess who it was.
Yeah. Nice play, Kennedy. Wow. You don't see many guys with that bare hand charge. That a fine play by Adam Kennedy to get Ichiro 1-2-3 in the 5th. Mariners lead at 7-0. It's our business. Apply for business loan at MoneyTreeInc.com. And by Taco Del Mar, home of the $4.99 Mondo Burrito. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, FSN crew here on hand. Safeco Field, chilly night. Good performance through 5 by Brendan Morrow.
And interesting enough, he's at 61 pitches through 5, which is where he was at in Tampa. So hopefully he can get through this inning. He's been terrific so far in the game tonight.
5+ last Wednesday in Tampa. Rays won that game 5-4. Pick up and out here. Travis Buck is retired.
Take a look at a lot of strikes, 63 pitches, 47 of them for strikes, just 16 balls. He's been really good. And he's been able to mix in his breaking ball and his split. Done a really nice job.
I'll bring up Cliff Pennington. Pennington grounded out to short. 1 hit given up by Brandon Morrow, an infield hit beaten out by Rajay Davis, 1 out in the 4th. Fly ball left field. Saunders. No problem. Pitching to contact here. Quick 2 outs. Friday, the Mariners, they thank you with a night full of prizes backed by popular demand as catch and win. Come down to Safeco Field early to join us during batting practice. If you catch one of the specially stamped baseballs, you're going to win an autographed Mariners baseball. Get your glove and head over to Mariners.com for tickets. Top of the order, Adam Kennedy. Crazy year for Brandon Morrow. Only 4 innings out of spring training. Got sick a couple of times. Had an arm problem. Picked up a few saves in April, and then he got to that first weekend in May down in Texas. He blew back-to-back saves, and Mariners lost a couple of ball games, and that was it for him as a starter, as a closer rather. And then started just sort of placing him in whether the Mariners up big or down big, and then eventually sent him down to AAA.
Which was a good thing, because what you're seeing tonight is something I think everybody wants to see in the future out of him. And that is mixing in his other pitches, good command, 69 pitches, 50 of them for strikes. He's just been outstanding.
Still throwing mid-90s here in the 6th inning. Breaking ball got him. Kennedy knew it. Strikeout number 7. Brendan Morrow threw 6. A 9-pitch inning. He threw for 8 back in the 5th. He's got it going tonight. 7-0 Mariners.
Baseball on FSN is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino. John Madden, Al Pacino, George Bush, he does them all. Funny man impersonator Frank Caliendo, Friday night. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com.
But a good night for the Mariner offense and pitching as Brendan Morrow's throwing a one-hitter. He's got a 7-0 lead. Bottom of the sixth, it'll be Gutierrez, Lopez, and Griffey coming up. New catcher for the Athletics is Landon Powell. He's a switch hitter, and with this big score, no sense Kurt Suzuki beating up anymore. The catcher spot's going to come up the next time the A's swing the bats. Gutierrez has had a perfect night. Single to left, scored. RBI single to left, and he scored and he walked. Second inning for John Malone. Athletics with that loss last night guarantees them their third consecutive losing season, while last night's win for the Mariners guaranteed them a minimum 500 season. Win tonight gets them into the winning season category, which is an outstanding accomplishment. Gutierrez is gone. First strikeout from Malone. Well, the youngsters getting to take into baseball in the final few days. This is game number 158 for both teams. Here's Jose Lopez. Breaking ball in there for a strike. He's got an RBI double. That was back in the second inning, 1 for 3. His 93rd run batted in.
We've been talking about the Mariners and the turnaround and how well they've played this year and all the good things about it, but you still kind of get the impression that it's going to be a busy winter for them.
Oh, I had no doubt about it. Yes. A lot of good things have happened here for the Mariners this evening, and one of them, Adam Moore with his first major league home run. Lopez going on 3 pitches. 2 down here in the 6th. Visit the official online shop of the Seattle Mariners at mariners.com. You can browse the largest online selection of authentic team gear, including official caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Get your team gear straight from the source at mariners.com. A lot of Griffey fans on hand here. 2-0 pitch, first inning, straightaway center field, a 3-run homer. Hit a 3-run homer last night. Tonight, 629 career home runs. 5th all time. Let's take a look at what he did, the damage he did. 421 feet straight away. There's that same gorgeous swing we saw last night. Sure will be interesting to see what happens on Sunday and what if, I'm sure it'll be in the lineup. The 8th inning comes up. Should be a big ovation. Will it be his last time here at Seattle? Last time in the bigs?
I'm not so sure that he's going to make the decision by Sunday.
Yeah, I hear you.
No,
I mean, it could, you know, we may not know for a couple, 3 months.
I think he's had such a good time this year. And
my thought, my gut feeling,
yeah,
he's coming back. Maybe in a slightly reduced, even more reduced role, but I think he's coming back. 3-2. Stays alive. Very non-committal. Talking to John Wakamatsu, said, hey, I just manage it. It's his decision, along with what Jack Zarensik and company, that they come up with.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go back home to Florida and discuss it with the family.
Strike three call. So Malone strikes out the side in the sixth. Mariners have a 7-0 lead.
On our way down, we saw the sign early in the game, and things have continued to go well, so we decided to stick with it tonight. Thanks for mentioning all the guys.
They had a real roll call on there.
Yeah, good to see everybody up there on the sign.
Right center field, about 4 rows back. Here's Rajai Davis. He has the only base hit. He's the only base runner tonight for Oakland. Infield hit in the 4th. Brandon Morrow struck out 7, hasn't walked anybody. Then in command, 9 pitches in the 6th, 8 in the 5th. Good looking breaking ball.
I think that's another thing that's been impressive about him tonight. He misses with a first pitch fastball and is able to come back and throw his breaking ball for a strike to get right back in the count.
They certainly know he has that pitch tonight. It is working.
Wow, they rung him up.
Rajai Davis, a hand and finger in the face of Rick Reed. That's interesting. So he rings him up. 8th strikeout, 9 in a row retired. Davis thought he fouled it. Well, here's the only hit of the ballgame. Josh Wilson, nice play, quick release, but Davis has outstanding speed. Beat it out. The center field off the bat of Landon Powell. Gutierrez step on the track, 2 down. How about this efficiency?
You have to love it. 75 pitches, 55 strikes, just the 20 balls, and able to throw everything for strikes tonight. Kind of what you were hoping to see, this being Brandon's last start of the year, go into the winter feeling good about himself, and so far it's been terrific.
Quick 2 outs here in the 7th. Jack Cuss struck out looking, struck out swinging. Mariners 12-5 on the season against the Athletics. 2-0. Sure like to see this guy get a great spring training, get all his work in. Brandon Morrow, and part of this rotation next year. Felix, number 1. You got Ryan Roland-Smith. You have him. It's a matter of getting a couple more guys fitted in the rotation. There's strike 3-1. You never know what kind of moves are going to be made during the offseason. The out distribution, 3-1 to Jack Cust. In there for strike. High into the zone. He's showing a good curveball. Is he coming curveball here?
I think 3-2. He's up 7-0. Why not go right at him? But you're right. I mean, has he been able to throw his breaking ball for a strike?
Struck him out. Number 9. Number 9. 11 in a row retired. It's been just one base runner tonight. Brandon Morrow is sharp tonight. 7-0 Mariners. And tonight's Seattle Mariners baseball on FSN is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. A couple of defensive moves. Eric Patterson comes over to second base from left field. And coming off the bench, moving into left field, is Matt Carson. And the new pitcher for the Athletics tonight. Everybody getting a chance to play. Henry Rodriguez. Fifth pitcher tonight, used by the Athletics. Bob Kieran. Will be his second game since being called up.
And Rodriguez has pitched just the 1 inning.
The big story tonight, how about Brandon Morrow? Allowed 1 base runner, threw 7. He struck out 9, hasn't walked anybody. Very impressive. Final start of the season. Offense has staked him to a 7-0 lead. They got all over the ace pitching, 6 runs in the first 2 innings. So here in the home 7th, Beltre, Moore, and Hanahan. Another highlight tonight, Adam Moore with his first major league home run. Opposite field, 2-out blast in the 4th. Beltre hit the ball very hard for base hits his first 2 times up, hit into a double play in the 4th.
Rodriguez has got throwing hard. He's missed with the first 2 pitches, but it was 99 and 98 miles an hour.
I'm fine. How are you? Jeez. Triple digits on a cold night. Wow.
Wow.
So Beltre, you know what? He's going to bring it. Let's go after it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Hit 100 back-to-back pitches. Not bad. Henry Rodriguez gets his point across. One out here in the 6th inning. Smoother, quieter, greener way to travel. Ride Sound Transit's Link Light Rail from Tukwila to Seattle with 10 stops along the way. Here's Adam Moore, went opposite field for his first major league home run. And a young lady on the left. Those two folks there, they got the ball and they traded it in and got a bat return. Good for them. Adam came into the game with Kenji Judgment. He got hit by a pitch. Like up around his left tricep area, just over the elbow padding. You know, he has that.
It looked like he turned his arm in to get out of the way, and then it hit on the outside of his elbow.
Probably just the one particular piece where it's not protected. You know, if you know those rollerblade things.
Right.
And if there's a piece that's missing, if he got it on the bone there, that had to hurt like crazy.
Obviously it did. He had to come out of the game. Because of that, Adam Moore hit his first major league home run.
Down the line.
First time Rodriguez has mixed in a breaking ball.
So 1-2 to Adam Moore. Last 4 Mariner hitters have struck out here. They've got a big lead, 7-0. 4 runs on 5 hits in the first inning, 2 runs on 4 hits in the second. Ken Griffey Jr., his second 3-run homer in as many nights. Jack Hanahan drove in a run. Gutierrez, Lopez. And Adam Moore is gone. Wow, that's 5 straight strikeouts now for the A's bullpen.
We haven't seen Rodriguez, but you better turn it up a notch. He's 99 consistently in this inning.
One thing we talked about too, coming into this series, the youth and outstanding potential that they have in this pitching staff, particularly the starters. And based on what this kid's showing us right now, we can include him in a conversation coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's throwing strikes. 11 pitches, 8 of them for strikes.
Ground ball to first baseman Barton, pitcher covering. 7 pitches in that inning, and he hit 100 about 4 times. 7-0 Mariners.
is accurate to within 1 inch. We then take this data and convert it to our EQC tracer graphic.
Wow. Great night for Brandon Morrow. He's retired 21 of the 22 batters he's faced. He's given up just 1 hit. 16,930 witnesses here in the ballpark. Brandon's final start of the 2009 season. Trying to get his second win. Came in tonight with a 1-4 record, a 4.96 ERA. This is 10th start. Derek Barton to lead it off. Slapped it up, playable. Nice play out of Moore. Quick hands.
That was a major league pop-up there. That was straight up the elevator shaft, and that's so tough for the catcher sometimes. And I think, you know, because of that glove, to get turned around, the ball moves a little bit on him, but a nice adjustment, made a nice catch.
Put your nose under it.
Yeah.
Be ready to catch. Adams done a heck of a job coming in off the bench after Kenji Jojima had to leave after being hit in the left elbow area. First at bat from Matt Carson. He took over in left field. Was back in the 7th. Carson in just his 6th game. This is his 13th at bat. 5 for 12 on a home run and 4 runs batted in. One out here in the 8th. Mariners trying to close in, lock up win number 82 on the season. Carson called up from the AAA ball club for the Athletics. 3 starts so far. His first major league home run last week off of Eddie Guardado. Don Wakamatsu's crew, good start here tonight. Rick Adair, they both have to be thoroughly pleased with what they've seen from Brandon Morrow. Tremendous command, secondary pitches.
See the high-low 97,
Yeah.
80 for a split.
2-2. He's run a full count to Matt Carson. Retired his last 12 men. On deck, Eric Patterson now playing at second base. And moved over from left field. Morrow last year, remember that was the first Thursday in September, took a no-hitter into the 8th inning against the Yankees. Wilson Bettamy broke it up.
Did he pinch hit in that game?
I believe he did, yeah. One down here in the 8th, 3-2 here to Matt Carson. High fly ball left field for Michael Saunders. 2 down. 13 in a row retired. We take a look at our Quest high speed pitch, and I think Mr. Rodriguez wins it for tonight.
You're not going to see that very often. Somebody having a fastball that is better than Brandon Morrow's, topping out at 97.
7 times he hit triple digits. 7. Boys will have to file that one for 2010. Let me see that big fella come to game. Eric Patterson 0 for 2. Tonight, Brandon Morrow answering or hitting a lot of marks. He's got 9 strikeouts and he's deep into a ball game. Hasn't walked anybody.
Definitely the tape that you send him home with for the winter to watch. And Rick Adair, the pitching coach, has been watching him very closely, so I have a pretty good idea going into spring training next year.
Rick's had a big impact on his pitching staff, he and John Wetland. Wet, the bullpen coach. 3-1. Morrow 3-2. Trying to get Patterson. If he gets him, it'll be his 14th straight hitter retired. Nobody on. The 3-2 pitch from Morrow. First walk. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Here's Travis Buck. He's 0 for 2. Prior to that walk, I have Morrow only going to a 3-ball count 3 times. And it gets away from Moore. Wild pitch. So Patterson moves up to second. Sean Kelly starting warm.
Yeah, Brandon now at 100 pitches, so he's just about hit his limit, I think.
The Oakland Athletics, 2 outs in the 8th. They have their first runner reaching second base. Davis was the previous base runner. That was 1 out in the 4th on an infield hit. Morrow got out of that with a fly ball and a strikeout in the 4th. He is now 3-0. Trying to get him to 8 complete here. 8 full innings. And that's about where he was last week when we saw him in the 6th at Tampa. And all of a sudden it just went away.
Yeah. Well, he's at 102 pitches now in Tampa. He was nowhere near that. What did he end up throwing? 70-something? Yeah.
73.
So he's gone a lot further. Rick Adair is going to go out and have a chat with him.
Morrow went through 5. He, let's see, in that last outing, through 5, had given up 3 hits, struck out 3, walked 1. And then in the 6th, he walked Carl Crawford, he walked Longoria. Didn't come play, went 3-0, 3-1, and they got him out.
Well, it looked like in that last at bat from Buckets, the first time where we saw him consistently up in the zone, which has been his problem. But that's the first hitter we've seen that out of him.
The fans rooting for Morrow to get out of this. 2 outs in the 8th with runners at first and second. The hitter's Cliff Pennington. Cliff 0 for 2, ran out to short, fly out to left.
Another pitch that's up in the zone. A lot of times that's a pretty good indication that your pitcher is getting tired.
So he went 3-2 to Patterson, walked him, 3-0 to Buck, walked him, and now Pennington 2-0. Fifth hitter this inning for the Athletics. To right field, Ichiro. He's there, inning over. So a couple of hiccups there in the 8th. Line drive to Ichiro. Brandon Morrow throws 8 complete innings. Nicely done. He's got a 7-0 lead. Postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement's going to begin October 7th with the Division Series on TBS. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, the FSN crew. Cool night here in Seattle. Outstanding pitching performance by Brandon Morrow. Second time in his career he's gone 7 or more innings. And his night's done. He struck out 9. He walked 2. Walked 2 with 2 outs in the 8th. Got out of it. He is 3 outs away from getting a second win of the season in this final start for him here in 09. All in all, you had to love what you saw here tonight.
He was terrific tonight. Even right there in the last where he was struggling a little bit. The fact that he was able to get through the inning and Walk didn't have to go out and get him. He'll feel better about finishing a full 8 innings.
Josh Wilson leading off. Third time he's led off an inning. Josh looking for his first base hit. He's 0 for 3. This guy last inning, Henry Rodriguez, if you're just joining us, 7 times he hit 100 miles an hour.
It was a terrific fastball like Zumaya from the Tigers.
Oh. Pitch there as well, 1-2. Young man's from Venezuela. He's a non-drafted free agent back in July '03. In and out of Landon Powell's glove. 17-23 record, 7 saves, a 4.78 ERA, and 117 career minor league appearances, including 47 starts. Problem? He's walked 245 or 6.7 per 9. That is an issue.
Well, it happens a lot with guys that are power pitchers, especially when they're young.
Josh went fishing.
His fastball is definitely electric, though.
We get the pleasure of seeing Felix Hernandez for one final time on Sunday. He'll go against Scott Feldman, who's had an outstanding year for the Texas Rangers. Felix last night picking up win number 18. Rodriguez now has struck out 3. Felix not totally sharp last night, but he had enough. That's one of the things you got to like about it.
I think that's the sign that he's turned a corner when you can go out there and not have your best stuff, and struggle a little bit with your command, and still, with your game, we just give up a couple of runs.
There you go. Michael Saunders, his second hit of the night. He got a triple. This is his first big league home run by about 2 feet. He's got an enthusiastic fan club. 2-hit night for the Condors.
.99-mile-an-hour fastball pulls it into the hole.
Michael out of Victoria, British Columbia. Quick boat ride away from here in Seattle. Good night for Ichiro. A couple of hits, 2 runs scored. He's got a single and a triple. 2 for 4. Team leading 4th triple. That came in the 2nd inning. Got at the left center field. Boy, did he turn on the Jets, rounding 2nd, and got into 3rd with a stand-up triple. Patterson goes to Pennington for 1. They do not get Ichiro. Here comes the Mariners center fielder, Franklin Gutierrez. 2 for 3, a walk and a strikeout. He's got an RBI and 2 runs scored. Been busy. Good shot by Landon Powell to backhand that one.
Looks like it will be Sean Kelly coming in to pitch the 9th inning.
Center field for Davis. And here we go to the 9th inning. Sean Kelly's going to take over, and he will face the top of the order, Kennedy, Davis, and Powell here at Safeco. the defending MLS champion Columbus Crew. Seattle's looking to retain its postseason contention and end the Crew's 22-game home unbeaten streak. Coverage kicks off Saturday night at 11 on FSN and FSN HD. Brandon Morrow, outstanding performance here tonight. 8 innings, 1 hit ball, walked 2, and struck out 9 on 105 pitches. And the fans, they still keep the Gladiator spirit alive. And one of the guys out of the Gladiator bullpen of the Mariners, Sean Kelly. He'll face the top of the order, Adam Kennedy, Rajai Davis, and Landon Powell. Ball and a strike. Kennedy 0 for 3. Showed you the 105 pitches thrown by Brandon Morrow, 70 for strikes. Very good percentage.
It's a terrific percentage. He was able to use all of his pitches tonight.
Short center field for Gutierrez. 1 out. Franklin can make some plays. He hasn't really been tested tonight. The coverage has been outstanding all year. Here's Rajai Davis, the only hit given up by Morrow. That was an infield hit, beat it out in the 4th. What a great season for this young man. He's played the most games since coming to the big leagues. Been with Pittsburgh, been with the Giants. Kelly working quickly, 1-1. Make it 1-2.
I don't think that there's any doubt that he's their starting center fielder at the beginning of next year. But the way they've kind of switched things up offensively, running a lot more.
Yep. He's got 41 steals to lead the ball club.
Yeah, he can really run.
Those fans are paying attention. Good thing. That ball was stung. Davis is gone, 2 outs. Sean Kelly, quick 2 outs. And that'll bring up switch hitting catcher Landon Powell. Powell came to the game in the 7th inning. Placing Kurt Suzuki, the starter. Powell, 231 hitter, 7 home runs and 30 runs batted in. Kelly going right after him, strike 1. From Kelly. Rick Reed, home plate umpire, said no. Didn't catch any of the plate. 2-1. The Mariners strike away from victory. Crowd of 16,930. Everybody on their feet. Kelly coming after Powell, 2-2. Bouncing ball, base hit. Second Oakland hit tonight. I'll bring up the slugging DH, Jack Cust. Morrow handled him tonight. Struck him out looking, swinging, and swinging. Jack leads the American League in strikeouts. now with 181. Reynolds well over 200 over in the National League.
Reynolds has to be getting close to 40 home runs, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's been doing that. All or nothing here.
Jack Cust has 24 on the season.
Jack started the night also tied for 4th in walks. Kelly all of a sudden 2-0. Two balls, one strike. A lot of good highlights for the Mariners tonight. Griffey, a 3-run homer. Second 3-run homer in as many nights. Adam Moore got his first big league home run. Brandon Morrow, a strong 8 innings. 1 hit ball, struck out 9, walked 2. 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Curveball by Kelly. Now can he put him away?
Good to see Michael Saunders get a couple of hits in the game tonight, including a triple.
Got the triple, missed a home run by about 2 feet. And 2-2 from Kelly to Cust. On a full count. On deck, Derek Barton. 3-2 to Jack Cust. Runner goes. A pitch swung on and missed. Mariners win it 7-0. It's official. 2009 is a winning season for your Seattle Mariners. They're now 82 and 76. A winning season for the Mariners a year after they lose 101 games. What a campaign. And Brandon Morrow picks up the victory to go 2-4 on the season.